morning, friends. I just clearly got out of the shower. We're doing a cute little weekend of my life, being productive, doing small business things, doing wedding planning things, doing social things, doing wellness things. You know the drill. We're just going to be productive in every way we can and get things done. And we're going to try to practice balance as much as possible, obviously. Just doing a little bit of skincare first to start off. I got this cute little drunk elephant package, and then all of the littles are typically stored in here, but I took them all out because I was looking at them. They basically have these teeny tiny like versions of their products, and I'm trying them out. I cannot believe I'm using Drunk Elephant products. I literally love their stuff. Not sponsored. However, I am trying these out and then I'm going to review them after 30 days of using them. This is the moisturizer. There is no scent, which we love. Today on the agenda, we have a whole bunch of things, honestly. I have to fulfill orders as per usual. So grateful that I get orders where this is like a weekly occurrence where I need to pack up orders. I like cannot believe it. That felt delightful. So far so good. I also have to make some orders. There's some candles that I don't have finished up, so I need to make those. I want to make some pouches for my new collection. I'm also having like a mini Galentine's with my two friends today. We're not doing anything Galentine specific, I think. We're just getting dinner and doing a little bit of thrifting. I'm excited for that. This is the C Firma Fresh Day Serum. It's 15% L-ascorbic acid and ferulic acid. I'm butchering the names to this, but that's what it is. And you get a little, I think you're supposed to shake it like a good amount. Nice and foamy. Oh, fun. And now I'm doing the SPF, which we all know and love. I'm happy you guys have been loving my really long vlogs. I didn't even mean to do that. I just realized I was in a chatty mood and I talked a lot in two of my previous videos. And you guys really like them, so I'm happy about that. Definitely boosts my confidence because a lot of the times when I talk, I feel like I shouldn't be. And a lot of what I have to say is not all that necessary to be said, but I'm happy that you guys like when I talk. All right, well, that all feels really good on my skin and I feel moisturized and everything. So far so good. I'm pretty much all out of my Glossier Boy Brow. I need to grab some more of this. I'm in desperate need of a matcha right now. I'm gonna make one as soon as I'm done with this. Oh guys, I have some really exciting news. I was talking about it in my last video, how potentially I was going to do a pop-up with Madewell, like the store, the really popular store. I noticed at my local Madewell here in Hoboken, they would have small businesses, and one business that I actually knew was by Christine, I think is what her brand is called. She's pretty popular on Instagram, and I was like, wait, she's literally in Hoboken doing a pop-up. What if I tried to do that? So I stopped by the Madewell last week and asked them what the process was, and they actually knew who I was. I couldn't believe it. It's because one of the local like bloggers in my area, she posted about me and just talked about how like I'm a good local business to support, and the people at Madewell saw that post and they asked me to do a pop-up. I like got approved by Madewell corporate and everything, and I'm doing a pop-up with them. So exciting. It's gonna be my first one of the year, I'm pretty sure, and I'm thinking of doing it next month. Literally don't know why I'm nervous about it, but I kind of am. So we're gonna have some pop-up content coming up soon, and I'm very excited about it. And because it's going to be a local one and not that big, like obviously I'm not gonna have a tent or a really big setup. It's gonna be like a small corner inside the Madewell store. Because of that, I don't feel the need to like do it after my wedding because I feel like I can pull it off, and it'll just be like a few hours on a weekend. So if you're in the Hoboken area or you want to take a trip out to Hoboken, it's really a great place, I promise. You can stop by my pop-up. I'll be posting on Instagram more about it and maybe TikTok as well. Follow me on there to get quicker updates on this. Oh my gosh, it got so sunny outside. It's actually a snowy Saturday. It snowed all of last night and it looks really pretty outside. It's like kind of hard to tell. But now it's really sunny and beautiful, and that just boosted my mood by like a million. I made a cute little matcha. It's delicious. My friend X got me matcha from Japan when he went and visited, and it tastes so good. All right, let's do the usual. I'm going to clean up my crafting room so that I can actually start getting into some work. I think the first thing on the agenda is to make some candles. remember in my Galentine's video where I made some Galentine's crafts, I made these cute little teacup candles, and I love the plate for these, but I do think I'm going to give them to my friends when I see them today. This other one, so pretty. And I added little, rosebuds to the candle, and this one also has a plate. So cute. And they can use it as decor, or they can light it, up to them. I'm gonna pack these up for them. Up 2 orders that I already had done. I just got some scrunchie orders. One of these orders is actually from Facebook. That's literally never happened to me before, but on Shopify it shows like where the order was from, or it's called channel. That's the name of the column, and the channel is almost always online store for me, or POS, which is when someone buys something in person at a pop-up. But then this time it showed up as Facebook as the channel, and I was like, wow, what the heck. And I did update some things on the business Facebook like back end. It's really confusing. I find all this Facebook stuff very confusing, but I need it all to like work out and have like a business account in order to have my Instagram work and be able to like link products. Well, I'm getting a call from my friend. Hey, what's up? That was my friend saying I should go over to her house now. So I'm gonna finish up my very late lunch very quickly and then run over to do a little hangout with my friends. Good morning, guys. It's candle making time. I just went out to brunch this morning and now I'm getting into the workday. I turned on my wax warmer, heating up some wax, and I'm going to make a pretty big order that I got on Shopify. It's due to be shipped like now, so I'm happy that I'm making these candles right now. I'm also going to make a few extras because I have been getting a good amount of orders of the sandalwood musk and high tide as well as the lavender scents, so I'm going to make some extras of those. I also kind of want to get through some of my fragrance oils that I've had for a long time as well as my vessels, so I'm just going to be making a whole bunch of candles right now. The whole setup going, obviously we always have to do the full thing. I did pack up my 2 scrunchie orders yesterday. I haven't sent them out yet because yesterday was too late when I went out, and then also today is Sunday, so the post office is closed, but I'll send those out tomorrow. I'm happy I already had those done. I just love having things already pre-made. Even though I'm mainly a made to order brand, it just feels so satisfying when I have things already done and I just have to ship it out. I'm happy I had those done. All right, let's put some of these wicks in the vessels. You can get all of these different products from Makesy, but some of these things I source from Amazon just because honestly it's the cheapest and I like the quality. I always link everything in my Amazon storefront and also in the description if it's not from Amazon, in case you're interested in like trying any of this out for yourself. But these wick clips I actually got from Amazon, even though I normally get them from Makesy because I needed to rush an order and Amazon obviously ships quicker. So I got these. They're pretty good, but I do prefer the Makesy ones to these, but if these are an option for you, then you can go with these. And this is basically the wick clip. If you don't know, the wick goes into the wick clip and just allows it to stand up straight in the vessel. Stand up straight in the vessel. And then this is the wick sticker that you put at the bottom of the wick clip so it stays at the bottom. I get these from Amazon as well. I find that they're all basically the same quality as long as they're sticky enough, which these are. They're good enough. I used to use, honestly, a hot glue gun and just glue it down to the bottom. That works. You can use like a little bit of hot wax and then put it in, but I find that these wick stickers are pretty good. Makesy also sells the wick stickers, but I get them from Amazon again. Oh, and then the different types of wicks that I use, I wanted to show you guys because a lot of people ask me. Here are the different sizes that I use. The height doesn't matter too much. When in doubt, get the longest height. This is the tallest height, I believe, and it's like perfect for the 12-ounce aura jar. I even like trim it a little bit. But more of like the width and the type, these are all 0.04 crackling booster wicks, which is my favorite for 100% soy wax. From smallest to largest, this one is the second to smallest size that Makesy offers. Let me get the actual type. Okay, this one is the 0.375 inch in a 5-inch height. So the width is 0.375 inches. And this is what I get. Again, it's the 0.04 booster, crackling booster wick. And I pair these with the 2.5-ounce Aura jars. It works perfect. It creates like a full melt circle around the whole candle. And I've been using it forever and I really love it. So these two go well together. The next size up that I use is the 8-ounce, which looks like this. And I use this wick with it. It's like the perfect height. You actually can't see when it's in there, but it's good enough. And this is, again, the crackling booster wick 0.04. The width this time is 0.625, which is about double the first one that I showed you. And the height is 3 inches. So for this one, I could technically also get the 3 inches one, but I get it taller because then I can like, this is actually half of the height that I normally get. It normally comes like this. I put it into an Aura jar and then I trim off the top, and that top half I use in another Aura jar, and I think it ends up saving me money. But for this one, I ended up going with the height that's exactly right for this jar, which is 3 inches, and also works well. You don't have to worry about trimming it like too much. I just trim it like a little bit. So that's what I use for the 8-ounce Aura. And then for the 12-ounce Aura jar, I use this one, which is also the 0.04 crackling booster wick. The width is 0.75 inches. So it's a thick boy. And the height is 5 inches. So this is a taller one, but it's necessary for this big jar. I will put also all this information below. I always keep the product links for all of these in case you are interested in getting them. I know sometimes it's confusing starting with wooden wicks because there's so many different sizes you can get and you don't know like what'll work properly. I mean, even for cotton, normal cotton wicks, you have to kind of know like what kind of wick to go with to create the perfect candle. But I've done a good amount of research and this is what works best, at least for 100% soy wax. I know for different wax types, that gets into a whole different story of like which type of wick you should use. Makesy does have a really good guide that you can input like all your information, like what kind of wax you're using, what kind of vessel you're using, and then they'll suggest a wick for you. I used that guide before and I loved it, so I definitely recommend that. But this is what I use and it works out well for me. Okay, let's keep going with this. Guys, as I was mentioning in my previous video, I am doing a pop-up at Madewell in Hoboken. Did I mention that in this video or my last video? I film literally so much at this point where I cannot remember what goes on what video. It's really crazy. Someone asked if I make more sales in person at my pop-up shops or online, and the answer is definitely at pop-up shops. I get like more orders online throughout the whole year because I don't do pop-ups throughout the whole year. I only do them during the warmer months. But when I do a pop-up, I get so many more orders that day because I'm in person and people are purchasing than I would if I were just sit at home and like wait for online orders. I'm not like as advanced with my online sales yet. I'm working on it, obviously, with posting more on social media and just doing better with that. But pop-ups are really great because I feel like as soon as you smell my candles, when you enter the room, you're kind of sold at that point. Yeah, I'm excited to do that. And I'm also signing up for one in April, which is going to be the Earth Day celebration. It's also a bluegrass and folk music kind of fair festival type thing. It's not huge or anything. It's just here in Hoboken. I'm going to sign up to do that. Very pumped for that. And low-key, one of my dreams in life is to do one of those like holiday fairs, holiday markets in New York City during the holiday season. Bryant Park is obviously the biggest and best one, but they also do one in Union Square Park, which is like another big park, and they do one near Central Park, which is like the Columbus Circle area, and I would love to be part of any of those. The vendor fee is wild. It is also because it's a multi-day market. The Bryant Park market is literally almost 3 months long. And then depending on your location in the market, which is like really interesting, you pay a different amount. So if you have like a corner booth, you pay more. If you have one that faces like the entrance, like the main entrance of Bryant Park, then you pay more for that. And it like switches around depending on like the location. But I've walked through that park for the past 10 years at this point since I've been here in Hoboken. And I just feel like at this point I can do it. Like I'm confident enough in my craft that I feel like people would like the stuff, and there's a place for my candles and my handmade like sewn goods and like apparel that I'm going to come out with very soon. I just feel like there's definitely a space for it, and I'm excited about that, but I just like need to make it happen somehow. Have any of you done like the big holiday markets? Not in New York City necessarily, but like maybe in Boston or Chicago or like any big cities like that? Because those are like on a whole different level of holiday markets. I did the holiday market last year in my hometown, but that was like a suburban town and the festival could only be so big, and it was a one-day festival. So much like a multi-day market. Any of you guys ever done those really big markets during the holidays in a city? Because I would love to hear your experience and learn from you because I want to do it. I do. That's one of my goals. I don't know about this year. We'll see. Maybe next year. All right, all the wicks are in the vessels. Let me get my fragrances. Good morning, guys. It's the next day again. I really am not getting all that much footage every single day. I don't know what's going on, but I kind of just focused on a lot of wedding things yesterday. I planned my entire bachelorette, or I like finalized everything, and I made a little itinerary for my bridesmaids. And I was also doing some other types of planning, responding back to emails and stuff like that. And it was like a really good, calm Sunday. I did like 3 loads of laundry. But I do have all of my candles setting down here. Well, they're already pretty much set. And now I'm going to trim off the wicks and label them so I can pack them up and get this order in the mail. I also have a number of decal orders, so I might work on those. But right now, like after I finish this, I'm actually going to dedicate like 3 hours for my wedding dress because it needs to get done. It's kind of tough because I can't like just work on it for 20 minutes at a time and then put it away and then work on it another 10 minutes like another day. I really prefer to work on it in big chunks of time, like hours at a time. And I haven't really had hours consecutively to work on it on the weekends and weekdays. Obviously, I go to work, so I can't like work on it on the weekdays unless if it's late at night. And I get really sleepy late at night, so I'm bound to make more mistakes, so I just don't do it. Anyway, I have like 3 hours today to work on it, so I'm gonna take advantage of that. Even though I'm filming this video and I really want to do more small business things, I kind of gotta like prioritize low-key because it is February, and my goal is to finish the dress by the end of February, which I'm still on track to do, but not if I keep putting it off. I watched a YouTube tutorial today on how to make a train for the dress that I'm making, like the type of train that I want. And it seems so simple, but like it's daunting because I have to put in the work to do it. But like I know how to do it. So why am I stressed about it? Like I should just do it and then I'll stop being stressed. Anyway, let's do this first. If you're wondering, it is President's Day, which is why I am vlogging on a Monday. Though my longer vlogs have been doing a lot better, so I might like continue this into the work week and do like, I don't know, a whole week in my life doing small business things. And realistically, the amount of like small business things I do in a day, because it's not that much. Like I'll dedicate all of like the second half of Friday and all of Saturday and a lot of Sunday to small business things, which is why it seems like in one day I get a lot of this stuff done. But Mondays through Thursdays, like not that much goes on. And I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to like figure out ways to like incorporate more of the stuff that I like doing on the weekdays instead of just like only going to my 9-to-5 job and not doing anything else. Like I do other stuff, like I'll go to the gym, I'll cook dinner, I'll do that kind of stuff and chill stuff like answering emails, but I definitely want to like do more vlogging. Speaking of wedding stuff, I'm also really excited to be making my bachelorette wardrobe, but it's in like 3 weeks at this point and I have not started on the pieces that I want to make. The good news is that I actually know what I want to make and I don't have to like figure out the designs. Like I have inspo pics, I have a Pinterest board going, and I have the fabric because I'm trying to like use up the fabric that I already have here in my craft room before buying new things. If I like have a really strong vision of what I want, for example, like I want to make a really cute like white blazer dress. I don't have blazer like outer shell fabric, so I'm gonna buy it, but everything else I'm really trying to base off of the fabric that I do have, and I think it's like kind of working out. It's less work for me. I don't have to go to the fabric store and like buy more stuff. It's also more affordable because I already own the stuff. All right, these look good. I might finish off the tops of a couple of these because they're not as clean as I'd like them to be, and then we will label them. Good morning, guys. It's Monday. No, it's Tuesday. Feels like a Monday though because I'm going into the office for the first time this week. I'm just packaging up this last candle so that I can close up this big box and potentially take it to UPS or USPS today. Push you back a little bit. Yeah, I decided this is going to be a whole week in my life because this weekend I was a little bit everywhere and didn't get like all the footage I wanted to get, and also I think it'd be interesting, it's really loud, to see an entire week in my life, including like my 9 to 5 stuff, how that takes up like a good amount of my day, and commuting and doing like normal people things, because I'm just a normal girl with a small business. I ran out of the mini sticker labels of this vanilla lavender and clary sage candle, so I have the huge label on here. It's kind of awkward. This was a pretty big order, so I'm really grateful to them for ordering. I always put the candle safety label at the bottom of the box as well. I have so much spare packing paper and packing peanuts from recent orders from the manufacturers I use. Not manufacturers, suppliers that I use. Alright, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, and this is going to Fort Wayne, Indiana. It took me a long time to pack this up and to get this out, so I feel kind of bad. I'm going to write a little thank you note. And also have a business card, even though they obviously know me from something, but this links to all my social medias and my online site in case they don't know me on all my platforms. Just in case. Nice. Now I have one of these guys. I really love this thing. If you're interested, I always have it linked to my Amazon storefront. It's so handy. I just pull out the tape and then it cuts right there. Oh, the water kind of went flying everywhere. That's my bad. It is a little before 8 a.m., which is why I'm able to do this. I didn't go to the gym this morning because I woke up a little late. I was feeling a little extra tired, so I skipped that. And now I have like a little extra time in the morning. So let me print out the shipping label for this, and then I'm going to make breakfast. And I think I have another UPS return that I need to work on. Maybe I'll do that after work. Yeah, I'll do that after work. Good morning, guys. I'm basically right back where I left you yesterday. I did go to work. I might have filmed something. Literally, who knows? I made some breakfast. I made avocado toast and have some blueberries, and my matcha is right over here. I went to the gym this morning, which is why I'm in a stunning mood right now. I don't know why I don't just exercise every day. I always claim that I don't have enough time, but the days that I do move my body, I'm just in such a better mood and I get so much more done and I have a more like successful day. Oh gosh, just swallowed a bunch of chili flakes. On the agenda for today, I am working my corporate job from home, so I'm going to do that most of the day, but at my lunch hour, I'm going to film a couple like pieces of content that I really need to get done and edit some reels and TikToks that I really need to get done. I also have a number of decal orders I need to make. Someone ordered on Etsy, I think it's 8 different decals in one order. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. I don't remember the last time I got an order on Etsy that was more than like $8. So that was really exciting. I want to work on those today. I feel like a chili flake went up my nose or something. It's burning. But on Monday, I cut out the pattern for the front part of my wedding dress, and it's just like a circle skirt pattern. But the back of the dress, I need to almost like alter that pattern because I do want there to be a train. So I'm going to probably do that after the workday today. I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm fully convinced I inhaled a chili flake because it really hurts. And I'm usually good with spice. but I like feel like I might have inhaled it and it's like somewhere back there. Anyway, I'm currently not reading anything right now. I just finished Happy Place by Emily Henry, and I noticed that I would usually prioritize reading over doing small business things, my wedding things, like actual like high up priorities in my life. And honestly, reading is just like a form of entertainment, especially if it's not a self-help book or like a self-improvement book. It's just another form of entertainment, like watching Netflix or things like that. But obviously reading is better because you're stimulating your mind and you're not staring at a screen. But it's still just entertainment to me. Like I get no other like benefit out of it than just like relaxing and being entertained. So I'm trying to teach myself to like pace myself with books and not try to finish them super fast and not like spend hours and hours every day reading, because reading is literally just a fun thing for me to do. It's not something I'm trying to spend like all my time on and like get better at or anything. It feels productive because reading just feels productive, but I like need to keep up with everything else in my life. And I get really into books and really invested in characters and plots and everything. This summer I really want to read the ACOTAR series, but I think that'll be a good thing for the summer when I don't have as much going on, maybe, hopefully, because that's like a series and I could really get into it, I feel like. Anyway, I mentioned that because I'm actually watching Sarah Caroli right now. She's a little bit younger, but I really like her vlogs because she talks a lot and she makes a lot of videos about like books and reading. But even when she's not talking about books and reading, I'm really entertained and I really like her. And she talks like so much in her videos, and I think that's like a common theme that we've been discussing over the past few videos, that I'm trying to talk more in my videos, and I really enjoy it, and it seems like you guys enjoy it more too. And make longer videos because honestly they're more fun. It's another gloomy day today. The clouds are covering most of the sky. There's a little bit of sunlight peeking through, but hopefully I'll still be able to get the content that I need to get done. I do really want to work on my first collection of this year a little bit, but I kind of want to also take like a short break from doing that because I was like all in making that first collection. And again, I'm trying to like stay more balanced and like do a little bit of everything that I want to do in a week. I also don't think it's realistic to launch my first collection of this year at the end of February. It'll probably be the first week of March or second week of March. I think it'll be good because a lot of my fabrics and like materials are very spring themed, and so I think that could work out for March. So delicious. All right guys, I'm gonna eat this for a little bit and then we'll catch up when I'm doing my decal orders. Lunchtime guys, and so I started cutting out the decals, or my Cricut cut them out for me. This is the most colorful collection of decals I've needed to make in a long time. I haven't taken these two colors out in a very long time, but I did an Etsy glow up, so I think people are finding my listings on Etsy a little bit like more naturally on Etsy, and then also you guys are also clicking on my Etsy link, maybe trying out some new colors, so that's exciting. This is the light blue one. This is the mint one, and got a couple orders. And then also we got the classic black. These are all removable vinyl from various brands. Sometimes I get them from Paper Studio is what it's called. Sometimes I get it from Cricut. Sometimes I get it from like other brands. These are technically just 3 orders, but there are a number of decals because one of these orders had a ton of decals in them. These orders also use some of the new fonts that I offered. Like this one, for example, it's going to be a lot easier to see once I weed it out. But this one is a new font. It's nothing like special or anything, but I just wanted to offer a few different types of fonts. It's my very first time actually using these fonts and like seeing what they look like in real life, not just on my computer. And I think it looks nice. Let me finish weeding out the inside of these letters so you can really see. The original font that I would use with this decal, I only offered one font, and it was like an all caps kind of font. So I decided to offer some other ones that offered like lowercase letters. And this one's like more simple, almost like a little playful. Like I feel like I would see this in a teacher's classroom. I feel like I get that vibe with this. This one is actually the original font that I would use. So let me show you that. I mean, you guys have seen it a million times, but weeding vinyl is like the most satisfying thing ever. I don't think I'll ever stop doing this, honestly. Very therapeutic. This is the original font that I would use in the mint green color. Very pretty. This one, I have a lot. This is also in a new, different font. And I'm gonna cut this out first and then weed each of them. I could weed it out like in this big strip right now, but I get nervous that little pieces of it will not stick to the backing. Let's see how it works out if I do it slowly. Okay, so far so good. Oh, this is actually so much easier. I think when my blade on my Cricut or my razor isn't that sharp anymore, then it becomes hard to do this and like weed everything out. But when it's pretty good and pretty sharp, then this is actually pretty simple. Oh no, I almost lost a period. This is the hard part, like the eyes, the dots on the eye, commas, periods, like the really small little bits of vinyl. That's the tough part that you don't want to lose. Okay, I think that was fine, but just in case, I'm gonna try to save this nicely in case something got stuck to that. But already, it's looking so good. Like, I fully know I can order these decals from various different companies already cut out, already have the transfer tape like on top of it and everything. But I just love this process of picking out all the little like extra bits of vinyl. Great. I'm gonna put on a YouTube video while I do this. So catch you in a bit. Decal orders are good to go. I think I'm gonna go to the post office right now and drop these off just right away instead of holding on to them for a little while, because I think it'd be nice to take a little midday walk. And also I need to go to the post office anyway because I need to get some stamps for some other things like my wedding invites. So let's go and do that. This is really embarrassing because I was just talking about how I want to read a little bit less and prioritize other things in my life. However, I did go to the bookstore, like the local bookstore in Hoboken, because I just had this such strong urge to buy books and read them and keep them forever. Like actually find books that I would want to keep forever and potentially even reread, which I don't do often. I almost never reread books. I've been thinking about this book for the longest time because Gabrielle Zevin, she wrote Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, and I loved that book so much. And I heard that this one is just as good in terms of like her writing. If you like her writing, you'll like this, obviously, because she wrote it. The story is like a lot shorter, so I think I'll get through this really quick, but I wanted to support the author because I got Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow at the library, so I didn't like pay for the book, and I thought it would be nice to have this. This one was a little bit more spontaneous, but I heard some good things about it, and I like the cover, the way it looks, and I think I do want to start like a mini book collection. I don't know, I go back and forth with this stuff all the time, guys. I think I'll get most of my books from the library still, but every now and then I'll treat myself to a book. And then last but not least, I've been wanting this book and wanting to read it for the longest time now, but I keep putting it off because I'm scared that I'll get really addicted and not think about anything else, but I'm willing to take the risk right now because I really, really, really want to read it. And I think it'll be like a good break from my current life. Like I think reading is like a really good form of entertainment for me. I just need to like catch myself when I go a little too far and only read and don't do anything else. But I think this will be great. A Court of Thorns and Roses. If you've heard of the ACOTAR series, this is what it is. And I'm so excited. And I think literally everyone who I've heard has read this. They all say it's amazing. And they love the series and they love it. So I think it'll be cool to like have this book and keep it forever because I feel like I'm going to love it. And potentially even reread it because like things like Harry Potter, which I absolutely love, we have like a family copy of like the entire series back at my parents' house, but I would love to own like my own set of the series. That series I've reread twice. I'm planning on doing it a third time maybe later this year, but I think this would be like along the same lines. I'm so excited I have it. All right, I'm gonna send some more emails for tonight. I did get a lot of the content that I need to get done today. And I did my 9-to-5 job, which was pretty chill today, actually. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, it's Friday and I have my pimple patches on. Just ignore those. Just ignore them. I did not talk to the camera yesterday. I don't even know if I got any clips for this video because I was actually working on my wedding dress and I'm doing like a whole separate video for that. And that video is going to span from like November 2023 to like May 2024. It's going to be wild. But I'm just filming a little bit every time I work on my wedding dress, and yesterday I worked on my wedding dress. I went to the office this morning and I came back at lunchtime because that's what I do on Fridays. I do need to log back in because I have a few more things to do for work, but I typically like don't work like as much on Fridays because I get a lot of my work done Monday through Thursday. Having my Magic Man shot to get me through the rest of this day. I am going to end this video here because I feel like we've been talking in this video for a solid week at this point. I don't actually remember what day I started this video. Could have been a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, potentially Sunday. Who knows? But I kind of like this whole like talking a lot throughout multiple days about whatever's on my mind. I used to like hold back a lot and not talk about that much stuff because I felt like you guys wanted to see more than hear from me. So I would usually do like montages of the things I was doing and show you more than talk to you. But it seems like you guys also like when I talk, and I also realize I like when I talk. So that's what we're gonna do. A good mixture of both things. Today I'm going to continue to work on my wedding dress. It's basically done, if you think about it. I'm just altering a few different things. The boning is like poking into my hips, so I need to cut off the ends of the boning and smooth them out and also make them a little shorter because I think they're too long for my torso. And I also need to add the tulle to make it a little puffier. I'm not even fully sure if I want to do that, but that's something that I want to add on to see if I like it. If I don't like it, I'll just take it off. If I like it, great. And I need to hem the bottom, which could take some time, honestly. I've never hemmed a bottom hem as long as this one because obviously it has the train at the back. It's just a lot of fabric. I literally also got exactly the right amount of fabric from Mood Fabrics, and it's just like it's such a relief. Imagine I needed like one extra half yard Oh, I would have been devastated. They still do have the fabric that I use online, but the fact that the train is from here to here, it's like super long and it's one piece. Well, it's basically 2 pieces of fabric. I can't just like add on another half yard if it was a little too short. I would have needed to either shorten the train or just get another full like 4 or 5 yards of fabric. That would have been a mess, but good thing we don't have to deal with that. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I will continue vlogging a good amount. So catch me in the next one. Bye.